Hey guys, Mr. Luke here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now, the NRL season is finally here, season 2017. It starts tonight, and I thought I may as well do a little bit of a predictions video. Now, people have been asking for me to do previews and predictions, and I 100% meant to do it, but I've moved away, and this is the first video doing it from a new place. So bear with me in terms of backdrops and all that sort of stuff. This is what it's got to be for the next few months if I do videos. Now, my predictions, I'm going to do minor premiers, wooden spoon, biggest improvers, biggest fall, top try scorers, Dally M, and state of origin. So I'm going to start off by going with the minor premiers. I'm going to pick the Melbourne Storm. They won it last year, I'm pretty sure, and I think they'll do it again this year. Whether they win the whole thing, I'm not sure. I know a lot of the times both teams who make the grand final don't generally do well the next year, like, you know, track record, history proves it sort of thing. But I think Storm, their team's just so good. Billy Slater isn't starting the season for them, but once he's there, Adam Munster at 5'8", even like Tottenham Pia actually did a pretty good job at fullback last year. So even if they play Tottenham Pia permanently, if Billy Slater's no good, probably not the worst thing. It was pretty decent. But yeah, Munster and Cronk in the halves, Cameron Smith, like, you can't write these guys off ever. Every year I seem to say they're not going to make the 8. Not this year. I'm not making that mistake again. And you watch, this year they probably will miss the 8 after I've said that. But yeah, I'm going to go with Melbourne Storm for minor premiers. For the premiers, I'm going to go with the Warriors. Now, it's a little bit like, it's a bit of a risky one in terms of Warriors are so unpredictable. You know, on paper they should be they are the best team on paper. They should win this, but we all know paper doesn't mean shit. Especially with the Warriors, they've had teams in the past. The last few years, they should have been making top fours and that sort of stuff, and they never do. They don't have to worry about Origin for the most part, but injuries seem to hit them pretty badly at times, and just themselves. They're their own worst enemy. Sometimes I think that's due to their play style. But yeah, a lot of responsibility has always fallen on Sean Johnson's shoulders, and now he doesn't have to worry about that as much. To start the season, obviously no foreign, and there's a few other guys I haven't really heard of playing, but yeah, at least down the track, down the line, foreign will be there. It's interesting to see what's going to happen with foreign. A 1 year deal, talks that he's already approached the Broncos looking for a contract there. Whether foreign will actually be good or bad for them, will he be a good or bad influence on the team? Because, I mean, if he's already shopping himself around, I mean, you got to say that's probably got to cause a little bit of a rift somewhere in the team. But, I mean, it's a 1 year deal. We can't blame him too much. But, yeah, I really like Foran as a player. Starting to not like him so much off the field. But, yeah, in terms of the Warriors squad, I think theirs is the best. And I think that this might be the year. This might be the year they break the drought, or break the duck, I should say. And at least make the final. At least make the top 4. Come on, Warriors. You've got to be able to do it. Eventually, right? You think they will win a premiership soon? Wooden spoon. This one is this really kind of like a 2 horse race, really. You've got the Dragons and the Knights. I'm gonna go with the Dragons. I think Knights will get a few more wins this year. Their forward pack's actually okay. But yeah, the Dragons, like, I watched the Charity Shield game, and it just seems like New Year, same old shit. They haven't really changed anything. They still can't defend very well. They can't attack at all. It doesn't, like, they've picked Macron to start off the season as well instead of Dryfield. So, I mean, I'll be honest, Dragons fans, it's not looking good for you this year, but look forward to the year after. You got Ben Hunt coming, and I'm sure you'll probably sign a few others. If I was the Dragons, I'd actually let go of Josh Dugan. He wants too much money for his playing ability. What else have I got? Biggest improvers. I'm going to go with the Sydney Roosters, as much as it pains me to say, and I really don't like the Roosters, but I think they'll improve a lot this year. They finished last year quite well when Mitchell Pearce came back. I thought he looked really good. Was playing with a bit of a chip on his shoulder, as he should, seeing he sort of screwed them over for most of the year with his own stuff-ups. But I think this year he'll go very good. You add in Luke Keary / Connor Watson / whoever's going to be playing at 5'8" throughout the season, and I think they're going to have a really good halves pairing. Jake Friend is still good. They've got Michael Gordon as well at fullback, which probably isn't something that a lot of people are talking about, but he'll just add that extra bit of experience, which allows Latrell Mitchell, Blake Ferguson in the centres. And I really think that they've got a good team. You add in Kenny Dowell and Daniel Tupou on the wings. You got quite a nice little back line there, as well as some good halves and some great forwards. So I think the Roosters will be in the top 8 this year. Which doesn't fare too well for my Bulldogs. Every time I think of teams improving, I just see them slipping more and more. But I'm not going to give them the biggest fall. I'm going to give that to the Cronulla Sharks. The reason being is this isn't anything to do with trials or anything. This is just my gut feeling pretty much from this morning. Like, I literally just woke up. I haven't thought about this for days or anything. I just woke up this morning and said, yep, this is who I think is going to be premiers, etc., etc. But yeah, the Sharks' biggest fall. The reason being is no Barber and no Ennis. Now you can maybe replace one of them, which they probably were planning to do, which was just Ennis. Well, actually, I don't think they could have replaced Ennis, to be honest. I think even if they had Barber, it still would have been a shit year for them. But yeah, they're backing up after winning a premiership, so expectations are super high. No Barber. Valentine Holmes was supposed to move in, but he's already picked up a bit of an injury. Also, that leaves a spot on the wing open as well. So not only do you have to replace Barber, which they already do, they already have a replacement in Valentine Holmes. You've got a wing spot you've got to replace now as well. And Valentine Holmes and Jack Bird had a great combination. They finished off a lot of tries, and Valentine Holmes did win some games purely off the wing as well. So that's one less match winning you have there, because Ben Barber was outstanding last year. His decision making, his ball playing ability is probably a bit underrated. So yeah, they will miss Benny Barber a lot. I mean, look, he scored a try in the grand final, which was quite a good one. But also Barber was he was a pretty good defender, and saving tries and that sort of stuff. I know maybe not the best defender, but in terms of positioning, that sort of stuff, coming up into the line, he was quite good. And Valentine Holmes, we've only seen him on the wing. Some players can make the transition very, very well. We've seen Tuivasa-Sheck transition from the wing to fullback flawlessly, pretty much. Others, Alex Johnston, they've tried moving him to fullback a few times, and he hasn't looked that good. We can all remember Martin Tapaujas launching him. He was playing fullback at the time, so I'm not saying Johnson will never be a fullback. He probably will, most likely. I'm just saying not everybody can make the transition immediately and kill it. So Sharks, they got to replace a fullback and a hooker, as well as having all the pressure of being the defending premiers. It's not looking good for them, in my opinion, especially the hooker position, like Daniel Mortimer or whoever's going to play there, the rookie guy. Yeah, I'm not expecting too much from the Sharkies. Top try scorer. I'm actually going to give this one to Semi Radradra. Now, I don't like him off the field. Obviously, this is his last season, and that's why I think it might be one of his better seasons. I feel like it'll be one of those ones, BFU to people from him, because last year wasn't his best off-field dramas, and on-field didn't score as many tries. He had a few injuries and that sort of stuff. So I think he'll be right back up there in his best form this year, and we'll probably get the Eagles rolling. Add in Bevan French as well, who actually did get top try scorer, I think, last year. So I mean, Eagles, they got a lot of quality attackers. Interesting to see who actually does get top try scorer. Will it be one of the two Eagles guys? I'm not sure. Both of them played on opposite sides last year as well, so it's not like French just came in on Radra's wing and benefited from it. They both were on separate sides, and obviously French will be playing fullback this year. Dally M Award. I'm going to this bit of a risky one as well, but I'm going to say Jared Hayne, purely for the fact that I think the Titans will go quite well this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they get top 4. I really like their roster. I really think they've got a very, very strong side. The only problem is Nathan Pete's injured already. He's going to be missing quite a while. But if they can cover that, they should be all good. But I think Jared Hayne, full preseason under his belt, I think he will be back to his best. And I mean, his last season in the NRL was a Dally M win. I don't really think he was the best player that year. Him and Thurston tied, but I do think Jared Hayne, if he doesn't win it, he'll be right up there, barring injuries and that sort of stuff. Just due to the fact that I think Titans going to have a good year, and if Titans play well, the Dally M Award selection panel people, they always seem to give it to one of the high-profile players. Jared Hayne being probably the most high-profile, well, he is the most high-profile player at the Titans. So that's my thought process behind Jared Hayne being the Dally M medal winner. I do think he will be probably one of the best players in the season. But yeah, whether he actually is the best and whether he wins the award are two different things. Now, State of Origin. This is it's hard to say this one without being biased, but I'm going to say New South Wales. But we all know Queensland, they're just so good, and I mean, they should be the favourites. Jonathan Thurston's last year, so they've definitely got a lot of motivation. They seem to step up when it's someone's last year, so New South Wales going to look forward to that next few years. Cronk, Smith, all those guys, all on the outer, well, not on the outer, but all, at the end of their careers in terms of rep teams, you would think. But Thurston, he's the first one to go. They'll be looking to send him out, the champion that he is. But I think the Blues, we've got a really good team out. Last year, It wasn't the best, but there were a few things we kind of unearthed. Frizzell was good. Tedesco got his debut. Moylan played in the halves. Could he play there again? I'm not sure. Maloney was back in there playing well. And this year we'll have Jared Hayne back. So when we actually finally won, we broke the drought. Jared Hayne was a huge. He was probably the reason we won. And then he was gone, and we struggled since then. But yeah, Jared Hayne will be back. You'd assume in the fullback position, but he'll be in the side somewhere. Actually, he'll probably be in the centres, to be honest, if they keep Tedesco. It's so hard to work out where everyone's going to play. Maybe Tedesco can even play centres, I don't know. But yeah, I think Jared Hayne, just having him in the side, his aura, I think it will create a lot of trouble for Queensland. And I think it'll just add that extra little bit of confidence that the Blues needed, especially the young guys. They already have the no fear, and they are very, very confident. You see Jack Bird and all that, super confident, but you had Jared Hayne as well to sort of just bring it home sort of thing. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen. Anyway, guys, those are the predictions for the 2017 NRL season. Leave in the comment section below what are your predictions, and yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm very, very, very excited for tonight. First game of the season. I hope it's a good one, and hopefully this video is a good one as well. Thank you for watching, guys. If you happen to enjoy it, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke MYT. That goes for my Instagram as well. It's Mr. Luke MYT. My Facebook page is in the description below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.